Hey everyone, you may know this, but Kittl recently added Google Gemini's model Nano Banana, the newest one, and it's inside of Kittl. And this week, from September 29th to October 3rd, they're letting you try it for free on Kittl Flows. So I'm going to show you how it works in Kittl, some of the amazing things that it does. I've done videos with Nano Banana before, but not in Kittl, so it kind of works the same way. It's for the Kittl Pro and Expert plans. You're going to get a free trial of Nano Banana, like no credits. You don't have to pay any credits, unlimited tries at it, so you can try it out. They already made a video for it, Nano Banana. I'm going to show you this one on the Kittl website. You can watch that as well, but I'm going to try and go over some of the other things that's more specific to print on demand and creating designs for t-shirts and things like that. So without any further ado, let's get into Kittl and try out Nano Banana. All right, so here we are on Kittl, kittl.com, and if you're not familiar with Kittl, it's kind of like Canva. I guess that's the closest thing out there, but it has way better text effects. You can see some of these things in the templates. I have lots and lots of videos about it. I'm not going to go through everything that it does, but you can see the kind of the quality of stuff that's on here, mainly for graphic designers. Yeah, check it out. So one of the things I wanted to show you is this Nano Banana template right here. The way to find that, I opened it up. You can go to templates and you can just type in Nano Banana right here. And this one will kind of give you a guide right here. Use this template. And clicking on this will kind of give you a guide of what kinds of things Nano Banana does. And I'm going to show you what it does in this video. I'm not going to follow this, but I wanted to show you this reference or this resource that if you wanted to learn even more about it, you can come in here. It's all in Kittl, all embedded in here, and you can invite people to this project if you want. I'm going to zoom in, but it basically goes over why it works or how it works and why creators love Nano Banana and some examples of what you can do. And what's interesting is it will give you the prompt. So we're going to play around with Kittl Flows, and this is some Kittl Flows. So you can see when I go from this to this, it tells you the prompt that it used. And from this to this, you can see the prompt that it used. So just be aware of that. You can see kind of the progression of what they did here, how to change this right here to this, using that prompt on the right here. So lots of cool ideas here. I'm going to do my own to show you how it works, but if you want this resource, you can. And again, there's that video I said on their website, but I meant on their YouTube channel. You can see that as well. I think they released it about 10-15 days ago or something like that. All right, so first, Nano Banana. I'm going to go to Kittl and I'm just going to start a new project here. So just so you can see how it is. Top right, new project, and I'm gonna pick, it's gonna ask you what size you want. I love to pick print on demand 4500 by 5400 and create. So the first place that you'll notice Nano Banana, and the first place you might go for Nano Banana since it's an AI, is Kittl AI right here. And you can see by default it's Nano Banana, and right now it's 0 credit. So you can see everybody else, all the other models, Kittl has a ton of models, and this is the newest one, but they're letting you try it. I have a pro account. For those that are in the pro account and in the expert account, 0 credits right now this week. So if you don't have the pro account, I'll put a link in the description with a discount if you are thinking about doing it now that there's Nano Banana. I think it's a great deal. Like, look at all this AI stuff. If you're using Nano Banana and you love it, like, you might as well use it in Kittl because it has all the other stuff in here to create t-shirts and do that stuff. So there you go. Pick Nano Banana and you can type a prompt just like you would in Google Gemini or other places that have Nano Banana. I'll type a prompt in here real quick. All right, so the prompt that I wrote is really simple prompt. Create a cartoon pizza slice and a pineapple that are friends. Now, it's really simple, so you can do the same thing, enhance the prompt, which I like to do, and this is going to write a longer prompt. Kittl's going to do it. Kittl AI is going to write the prompt for you. You can see a whimsical cartoon and added a lot more words so that it's will probably give a better result than what I did here. And again, 0, you can do this like 4 images if you want. I'm going to do that because it's 0 again credits right now, so why not do this 4? and 1x1 size. You can pick a style, but not for Nano Banana. Right now, Nano Banana has 0 styles. It only has this style. But if you went in here and pick one of these, it wouldn't be one of the Nano Banana ones. Or it wouldn't be Nano Banana, it would pick one of the other ones. So don't, if you're planning on using Nano Banana, don't use the styles. You can make it private. I think that's great so nobody else can see it. And I'm going to hit generate image. You can see there's 4 right there. The nice thing about Nano Banana is it's a lot faster than ChatGPT. So hopefully in real time, yeah, look at that. So here are ones. I didn't even stop the video for this. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? I didn't say to have a white background or anything, but like, let's say I want this one. I could come up here and remove the background, and it should just have the pizza and there you go. And if there are some artifacts here, I have this erase tool and I can just erase it like that. Boom. Now if I like it, I can come in here and I can vectorize it right in here into Kittl and make it really nice. So there you go. That's really neat. Now now the other place that you would want to use Nano Banana is what I'm going to show you, and that is with Kittl Flows. So this is where it gets super powerful. So let me show you an example of what to do with Kittl Flows. I'm going to show you 3 examples. There's lots of others, especially if you watch that video that Kittl does. So first things first, I wanted to do a sketch into a graphic. I'm going to drag in one of my sketches and let's see what it is. And basically I did this but as a sketch. So here's my sketch. I'm just dragging it into Kittl here. You can see it's kind of small, so I'm going to make it a lot bigger. Here you can see I did this already to practice, but all I did was wrote out with my hand and a very bad drawing of the pizza slice and that there. And I'm gonna do what's called Kittl Flows. Now I made a video for this. What it is you click the artboard and you see this button right here, not button, but this arrow right here. Click on it and it's gonna give you a smart board. And now this is what Kittl Flows, because you can flow from one to the other, and that's what I showed you in that first template. Now we have this as a base, and I can use the same prompt that we used before or slightly different. So I'm gonna type it in again. All right, so this time the prompt says, use this sketch as a reference to create a kawaii version of a pizza slice and a pineapple as best friends. They are both wearing sunglasses. Now again, I have this enhanced prompt, which I like using, so I'm gonna do it. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And they wrote it, or the AI wrote it a lot better. We're using Nano Banana, and again, see, free, 0, because it's right now, they're doing that. I'm gonna hit generate, and let's see what it comes up with. It's supposed to, one of the really cool things about Nano Banana is that it is really good at using the references. Now you can see, there it is. It used what I did here with the sunglasses. It wrote best friend. Look at that. That is amazing. Like, it did a better job of this. The sunglasses are here. They even kind of followed where I put the these marks here. Look at that. It just did a way better job. So one of the big strengths that I showed in my other video for Nano Banana is it can take your sketch and like make it way better. Check it out. So I can come in here and do the same thing. I can remove the background and all of that. And I think I will. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert this to an image right here. So now that this is an image, I can remove the background. Boom, right? Right on. So the next thing I wanna show you is how you can take a template and change it to a similar template. So again, taking the strengths of Nano Banana where we can take kind of the image or the style of it and just make a few changes, and Nano Banana will keep that but change the things that you need to be changed. Now, let me show you what I mean. So I'm gonna go to templates here. I'm gonna type in bulldog here, and there's a bunch of them. I'm gonna click on this template. It's gonna add it. There it is. So let's say you like this design, this is one of your designs and it's selling really well, or you just came to Kittl here and you're like, wow, this is a really cool one. I wonder if I can do another one with a different type of dog. We got Huskies, we got Pugs, we got Corgis, right? So why don't I come in here, and instead of this, I'm gonna say use this same style and do it with a Corgi instead of a Bulldog. So that's what I'm gonna type. So I wrote, use this same style and make the Bulldog word and graphic a Corgi instead. I'm gonna enhance prompt to make sure it understands what I'm talking about. Okay, transform the Bulldog graphic and text into Corgi design, maintaining the original style and blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. So it understood. I'm gonna hit generate and let's see what it does. So if this works, I could do it for any one of these templates, right? I could do Bulldog, change that into a Corgi. I could do this Bulldog, change it into a Corgi, or like, think of all the different styles or breeds of dogs. Look at that, same style, right? So I could do this for all of them. Like I could do a Husky, I could do a Pug, I could do a whatever, right? So that's one of the big benefits of having Nano Banana here. It's really good at doing this kind of the same style, but just removing the things that need to be removed. You notice it kept everything the same. Down here, it didn't change it. A lot of times with AI, before Nano Banana, it would try and redraw everything, but Nano Banana knows to keep the things that I want with the splatter and the thing, but the only thing to change was the Corgi and the word Corgi here. All right, let me try another one so you can see the power of this. I'm gonna go back with Bulldog and t-shirts. I'm hoping this will work. I saw one called American Mom recently, template. Yeah, there we go. So there's a bunch of American moms, right? So let's see if I can change this one. Haven't tried this one yet. I'm going to use Nano Banana again. So we're still using Kittl Flows. Click on here. Now, sometimes it doesn't let you click around. So when I do that, if that happens to me, I'm going to refresh right here. We'll reload. All right. So that doesn't take too long. I think sometimes it gets confused. So I'm going to put this one down here. And I'm going to use, so we click on, again, click on here to do the smartboard and write your prompt that you want changed. So instead of American Mom, do Brazil Mom. So the reason why I want to do this is now that it's coming with Q4, there may be people with different cultures and stuff that would like this, and you can scale this, right? You can do American Mom, Brazil Mom, Portuguese Mom, whatever in here, and it will hopefully change the flag too. So use the Brazil flag instead of the US flag for the glasses. And what is that, a scarf? I think that's what it's called. Headband. I don't know. All right, so let's do this enhance prompt again. All right, so now it knows all of this. It wrote it right for me, and let's generate and let's see what happens. So again, it's going to use the same drawing style. If you like this style that you found on Kittl or your style that's working for you, you don't have to go and redraw it. Nano Banana will redraw it for you and make it better. So my guess is it's going to keep the same fonts. Yeah, look, same fonts, same thing. It changed the color, but look at that. Isn't that crazy? It made it the same with the messy bun hair and the Brazil flag and the colors. Now I could come in here and change the colors if I want to after the fact, after I change it into an image and then change it into a vector, and I can come in here and I can use even different fonts. I could take this out, but the artwork is amazing. Look at how it did it. That's so cool. So I don't have to go and find clip art that is the same as this. It creates the clip art here in Kittl. Okay, one more use case that I think was really, really cool, and that is mockups. So let's take any of these right here and let's change it to a mockup. So I'm gonna put this here and I can add a mockup like this, But you can also create a mock-up like this using Kittl Flows. Now, next thing I'm gonna do is put this on a white t-shirt on a mom. So let's do this, boom. And I'm gonna say, put this design on a white t-shirt on a Brazilian mom. And I'm gonna enhance the prompt. Hopefully it understands. And then I'm gonna hit generate and let's see what it comes up with. Now, Nano Banana is great at mockups. It's taking the same idea, the same graphic, and it will put it on any product, anything. So if you watch that video, you'll know what I mean. But look at that. You put it on the t-shirt and this could be your mockup. Now you could say make it closer, so we can come in here. All right, so I wrote something like this. Make the mockup with this same woman wearing a white sweatshirt and a different angle and closer. So I'm gonna hit enhance prompt so it knows what I'm talking about and hit generate. And hopefully it's gonna give me a different mockup with the same woman, white sweatshirt and a different angle, maybe closer. I wonder if it's gonna keep the same background. Now I could have said change the background to a beach background or something like that. I think that would have been cool, but just to show you that it's different. White sweatshirt, same. I should say different angle. Oh, it does say different angle. Maybe we have her doing something different. Let's do that. Just so you can see that, have her, let's see. All right, so just to change it up a bit, the last one, have the camera angle higher and looking down and have her cooking Brazilian food while wearing the sweatshirt. Okay, and I'm gonna hit enhance prompt again so it understands me and hit generate. So this should be a little bit different. I changed what she's doing, changed the camera angle. You could have a whole photo shoot of things as you change the prompt with the same person doing different things wearing, look at that. Isn't that cool? There it is. This may not make a great mock-up, but I think we could have a close-up, like we could make it bigger like this and crop it a little. So it's the same woman, but you seeing it at a different angle and the sweatshirt at a different angle. So pretty cool. And it changed everything. She's in the kitchen and cooking all this stuff. So think of the different things that you want it done. Nano Banana is super powerful for keeping the same kinds of things and just changing the things that need to be changed. So in this case, American mom to Brazilian mom, bulldog to corgi, and so on. I could have used it to make mockups for the thing that I made here with the best friend. So lots to do, fun things that you can do with Nano Banana. Watch my video about the 4 main things that you can do with Nano Banana that I was blown away with. You can do that here in Kittl now. Especially this week. So have fun with this. I think this is a great time to try it out, especially if you already have Kittl Pro and Kittl Expert. So there you go, a quick tutorial of Nano Banana within Kittl using Kittl Flows and all the different things that Nano Banana is really good at. And again, like if you do it this week, you can try it with no credits, totally free, try unlimited times. You can see it never charged me or took away any credits. It was just 0. So I'll put a link in the description to get Kittl if you don't have it already. And you can use my code for 25% off Kittl. I'll put that down there. DetourYT, I'll put that as well. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully this video is really helpful for you and hopefully you can make a ton more designs with the faster Nano Banana and how it can just change things that you need to be changed. And if you want to see that video that I was talking about the 4 amazing things about Nano Banana, I'll put that one right up here so you can try these things within Kittl. Thanks again for watching, and as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.